Meg seems to want to take me in a different direction this morning. Beautiful day. Was able to get some of the soap that I made out of the molds, which is awesome. Definitely set up a lot softer than I expected, but it is what it is. Gonna try that recipe again, and I'm gonna add some salt to the water for the lye solution, and then I'm going to increase the coconut oil and decrease the tallow. I feel like the tallow is what made that so soft, but anyway, we're still getting soap, just taking longer. And we're expecting to get some water rain this week, I guess. And our temperatures are going to be cooling down a little bit. So I'm kind of thinking it's time for me to start moving a few of the trees around in the yard that I wanted to move. I have that baby grapefruit tree that came up from a seed that dropped underneath the grapefruit. And I'd like to move that to a spot where it'll be a home for it. If you have a grapefruit that reseeds, you will get a true grapefruit. It's just it won't be the dwarf variety, it'll be the tall variety. And it can take 6 to 15 years to get a true tree. Not to get a true tree, but to get a fruit producing tree. And so the way to work with that is to actually graft from the original tree onto that tree, and it'll fruit sooner. So we're going on 4 years with that tree. It's pretty small actually, and I did prune it back a little bit, but I'd like to move it, and then in the spring I'd like to graft onto it from our dwarf grapefruit before the dwarf grapefruit starts flowering. Once the grapefruits start flowering, you can't take any cuttings off of it at all because it'll drop blooms and fruit for every cut that you make. That's something we learned the first year. And in fact, that's how we ended up getting a new grapefruit tree that grew up underneath the grapefruit. It was from drop fruit that reseeded, which is kind of a cool way to get a new fruit tree if you want one. I'm pretty excited we're going to be getting grapefruits we normally get because something ate all the blooms and fruit off, right? We're only getting 2 this year, but on the plus side, the tree doubled in size, so that's pretty exciting because normally that little tiny tree gave us 11 fruits, so we could get quite a few. Hey, Miss Crazy Pants, you like our doggy? Good morning. Thanks for joining us. We're out here in the desert of southern Nevada, catching a little sunshine. Cooling temperatures. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the thumbs up. Giving our dog Meg a nice little walk. Meg had her vet visit yesterday, got caught up on rabies shots. Yeah, she did really well. I was very impressed by her. She's actually the best behaved dog I've ever had as far as taking her to places. It did take us, well, something obviously smells interesting there. It did take us a couple years to get her in a car. We rescued her from a shelter, and I think she thought she was going to be going back to the shelter if she got in a car. Hey, Matthew, thanks for the support out there. She is a sweetie pie and a cutie. She's very well behaved in the house, and I can take her to coffee, and she is just the best behaved dog in that respect. But yeah, she had a good checkup yesterday, so she is good to go for a while. She did good. Thanks for the thumbs up. So we're enjoying our walk, thinking about everything that we'd like to do. I'm always doing so many things. It's like I have entirely too many hobbies, right? This morning I'm popping soap out of molds. I'm thinking about my trees, what I need to do in my yard during the cooler weather. Hey, thank you, Annie. I appreciate it. Oh, Miss Crazy Pants, you have a 15-year-old dog. I wish your dog longevity. I know when they get to be that old, you have to start worrying about them. But what kind of dog do you have, Miss Crazy Pants? I think the smaller dogs live longer than the big ones. You have a lab, Miss Crazy Pants? Hey, honey. Meg is probably the shortest dog I've ever had, but oh, a yellow lab. Oh, those are nice dogs. They're such great temperaments. Meg is the shortest dog I've ever had, but I was really surprised to find out that she actually weighs as much as the larger dog that we used to have. When we got her, she was only about 34 pounds. She was really emaciated because nobody loved her before we got her. And now she filled out. She's healthy, and I was so surprised. So she weighs as much even though she's smaller. She takes up less space. I guess she's just a little muscle. But she loves her walks. And it's good for me too, right? I have an exercise companion. And she's one of those dogs where she's happy just hanging out in the house as long as she gets her walk. She has her cubby hole that she likes to go to. In the evening, she likes to play with my husband on the couch. And something sure smells interesting. What was it? Was a rabbit there, Meg? You never know. Could have been a ground squirrel, a rabbit, chipmunk. Oh, she found the spot. I've got to get a bag out here. We clean up after our puppy. No polluting, right? Hey, Barbara. How are you? Welcome to the channel. We're out walking in the desert with our dog. And I am getting a bag out, so you'll have to give me just a minute to clean up. She did her business. Okay. Good girl. Let me get it. All right, let's go find a trash can, Meg. And we got some sky art going on today. Beautiful day. Yeah, so I'd really love to do some work. Come on, baby, let's go this way. I'd really love to do some work in my yard. I'm having to be careful because I had a couple of injuries that I'm almost recovered from. So I can't overdo it, but that's all right. I've been working on a really fun project. I'm embroidering some blue jeans for one of my cousins. I have embroidery machines, and they have a sort of viney floral foliage kind of theme going. They're going to be really pretty. And I'm doing little clips as I work on that. And when I'm all done with that project, I'll do a video and share it so you can see what I did to make these jeans. They're going to turn out pretty cool. For anybody who's interested in sewing and embellishing, like I said, I have way too many hobbies. Okay, can mommy throw this away? Oh, that's a cactus. That's a cactus. You don't want that. Here we go. Here's a trash can. Let's get rid of this. Nice to get out and get some exercise in the sun. Been seeing a lot of people out here walking. People start coming out now when our temperatures come down. It's a lot more fun in the 60s than it is at 120, right? We didn't actually see any 120 this year, which was great. It was great on our yard. Last year we had 5 days of 120, and let me tell you, all our pomegranates split. But this year, I think it may have gotten to 114 once. It was actually a really nice summer for here in the desert. All kinds of smells out there. Lots of stuff to smell, huh, Meg? I still have a few pomegranates left that we picked from our tree. I'm kind of thinking I want to make some more pomegranate jam. Everybody that's tried that we've given it to has loved it. My first batch set up really good. The batch that I made with my friend Nancy ended up being more like syrup. But you know, that's not a bad thing. That would be excellent on pancakes or crepes, right? but we'll keep that for ourselves. And we're going to get a little reprieve from the sun today. Well, it's a beautiful day today. I hope everybody is enjoying whatever they're doing, wherever they're doing it in the world. And I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.